Hello, welcome back to Real Talk. Hi, doing that? My name Long. Today we're gonna talk about pain.
Hello, people.
That is a joke that I just came up with like half an hour ago, and I've been losing my mind over it.
Not even a joke I'd say it's more of a bit than a joke.
Oh yeah, well we just cut the final syllables off of a word.
Yeah, and it just sounds really funny, especially when you do it in that like hush, like.
Hello, how you doing today?
It's like almost offensive.
To what?
I don't know, people with speech impediments.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I mean, who has a speech impediment where they leave off the last syllable of every word?
They just can't finish a word.
If there's anybody out there that exists with that, then I am sorry for making fun of you. But until I find that person, it's fine.
We don't have like anything we want to talk about today.
I kind of want to talk about some stuff.
Are you gonna do your stupid world political things like you just said to me when I wasn't listening?
No, why would I get political on the show?
I don't know.
But I want to talk about how the weekend of like April 27th and 28th is going to be super dope. Because
is the world ending?
We can only hope, right? The world's actually supposed to end in 2 days.
God, I hope so.
But Post Malone's new album comes out, which I'm excited for. I know you're not a huge Post fan, but I'm a big Post fan, and his new album comes out, and I'm hoping it's got some bangers. And then Avengers Infinity War comes out that same weekend, like literally the day after. Or no, the day before Post's album comes out. Or something like that. There's a couple other things that are happening that weekend, and it's going to be super lit, and I'm excited for it. Really, that was my main point, was that Post Malone's new album's coming out, and I wanted to know your opinion, because he's only released like 2 singles off of that album.
Like Psycho's pretty good.
I like Psycho.
That's one of the better Post Malone songs.
And then Rockstar, of course, is going to be on that album.
Oh, that's a pretty good song.
It is.
I don't think it was as good as people said it is.
And then I don't know.
It was pretty good.
This album's going to be weird because I mean, he always does kind of weird stuff. Well, not really weird, but he always has such a wide array of musical styles.
It's like an X album, but not garbage.
Yeah. Dude, damn, at him.
Well, I mean, like, have we talked about X's new album?
No.
And how like not good it was?
Because I haven't listened to it.
He has like a Latin pop song on it.
That's cool.
Is
it as good as Despacito?
No, nothing is better than Despacito.
Despacito.
There's a good mic clip for you guys.
Puerto Rico.
Anyways, but yeah, I haven't heard X's. I heard Sad when it came out.
I mean, he did. I really thought like it's a second full length album. He's not gonna have instructions in the first song, and he did. And I immediately was just like, yep, that's gonna be one of these.
Yeah, his instructions are weird too, cause like record in the studio, dude. It sounds like he's just like in his car and he's using the microphone that's on his like his earbuds, and he's just like, if you're not ready for this album, then click off.
It's so like,
but it sounds like he's recording it like in his do it in the studio, dude.
It's the worst, most obnoxious thing ever.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's whatever. I don't really care.
Because he's like. You have to be very open-minded. This is all... Like, on his new album, he called it alternative music, and I'm like, what?
I mean, I guess I can see how some of it might be alternative. Some of his stuff can get pretty alternative.
But, yeah, no one else listens to alternative music. And, like,
well,
I guess if you really want to see, like the quote-unquote main hip-hop fan base, like if you like Tupac, you're going to look at X and be like, yeah, that's alternative. But besides that, he's really not doing anything all that crazy. He's not like Scar-Lord.
Who's Scar-Lord?
He does that song at the beginning where it's the guy and the girl talking in the car, and the girl's like losing her mind, and she's like, "I love you," and then like he loses his mind.
Yeah, you act like that's general knowledge information.
Because I've showed you that song. It goes really hard.
I don't know. You might have showed it to me.
I have showed it to you.
But no, I've never listened. I mean, but
it's like industrial metal rap.
Weird.
It's really good. It's really edgy though. It's almost too edgy.
I should give X's new album a listen because he's.
If you want to be slightly annoyed.
I mean, well, you. As far as when it comes to music, you're a bit more cynical than I am with your music, where you're a bit harder to please. Which means, I mean, a lot of the times, no matter what genre it is, I can find at least some good things about some songs.
Oh yeah.
Some songs are just garbage altogether. But you know, I don't know. I'll have to give it a listen.
I don't know. I think that's just because I treat it like such an art form that I get annoyed when something isn't good.
I mean, I definitely treat it as an art form too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I am a musician, and I mean, I think art comes in many different styles, and just because his style of art isn't, you know, I mean, just because it isn't what I would, you know, appreciate as much as the stuff that I like, doesn't mean it's not bad, or it doesn't mean it's not good, you know. But kind of like going back to Post Malone, his albums are like so diverse, and it's really weird because he performed this. He performed one of the songs off his new album that he didn't release as a single, but he performed it live, and it was really weird. It was like a John Mayer song, but not really, but like with some hip hop elements into it.
John Mayer?
John Mayer's the dude. He sings the what's the song? Hold on, you know some John Mayer songs.
I know the name. I just can't think of a song by him right now.
It's like a really famous, stupid song that. Hold on, let me pull up John Mayer songs.
Does he do Unwell?
I don't know.
I don't think he does. I think that's
I'm not rich, I'm just a little... Oh, he does Your Body is a Wonderland. Your body is a wonderland.
Oh.
Yeah, he does that
Just keep
song.
on waiting.
I think that's his song.
That is him. That's definitely him. He's got a nice voice.
It's not bad. But I guess he's going to be on Post's new album. And but like, yeah, he's going to feature. Post is so weird because he has a song featuring Ty Dolla $ign, a song featuring 21 Savage, and then he's gonna have a song featuring John Mayer.
Well, that's kind of like how Eminem had a song featuring Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I'm kind of into this whole genre merging thing though. It's interesting.
That song still sucks, but that's besides the point.
I think it could be good. A little Posty and a little John Mayer in there. I don't know, maybe.
Sure, it's not going to be bad.
I'm not a John Mayer fan, but
you don't like waiting on the world to change.
Your body was wonderland.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have high hopes because like his song that he performed live that's gonna be off his new album was kind of like, it wasn't really hip hop, but it was weird. But I'm into it. I'm with his flow because I mean he's always had kind of stuff like that. Because
music as a whole is now like not becoming a genre thing.
Yeah, it's more of just like who can make a bigger statement. Who can?
That's not really. I'm just thinking who makes good music.
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on what you talk. I mean, because a lot of the people that get in the spotlight aren't really getting in the spotlight because they're good.
That is very true.
It's just because they're.
Are you telling me
big personalities?
6ix9ine isn't good?
Yes.
There's a hot take by Logan. Really unpopular opinion.
Yeah, 6ix9ine is trash.
I mean, he's
No,
he's
not.
ironically good.
No. And he's retiring? Thank God, am I right?
Not.
He said he's retiring this year because he's already accomplished all of his dreams. And I'm like, thank the Lord.
Have you heard his new song? The one where he's not doing like screaming. He's like, yeah. He's doing like the joke thing we just did. No, but he's like, it's a better take than what he's normally done.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull up where he said that he was retiring. Let's see. 6 spelled the number 6 IX. 9 spelled the number 9 INE.
Am I doing the fidget spinning thing?
Retiring. Right? Stop.
Am I doing it right? Am I doing this whole fidget spinning thing right?
Fidget spinning hasn't been. Let's see. On wrapup.com. 6ix9ine may be a hip-hop newcomer, but the controversial upstart is already testing his retirement. Taking to Instagram on Sunday, April 8th, Takeshi confirms his plans to exit. Waiting for someone to rob me, he wrote. I'ma quit rapping this year. I accomplished everything I dreamed about in 5 months.
I mean, yeah, and no one ever before has said they're gonna retire and then not retired.
I mean, yeah, he might not be retiring, but I'm excited. I'm saying it, and I'm excited for it because I want him to retire.
I like him.
I don't like him.
He's an act. There's no way.
He is.
But I've always thought that all the stupid girls that like brag about money and do stupid things, I've always thought they were acts, but turns out they're really about it.
Yeah, like Danielle Bergoli and that other girl who looks
Vicky.
Who looks like the sloth from Ice Age.
Yikes.
Have you seen the picture comparing
Yes.
the two? It's hilarious.
And then the other girl who's like 9.
Yeah, they were all like, I guess those two were about to get into a fist fight at Coachella, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm assuming that's where they were at.
Which, I mean, like, I hate to say, this makes me sound old, but like, what sort of example are we setting?
For real. I think
Like-
it's horrible. Look at Maddox.
I love him though.
I don't.
He hasn't done anything like he doesn't promote violence or anything like that.
I
though.
guess, but I mean, he promotes being a 12-year-old SoundCloud rapper, and that's not okay.
I mean, I hope like behind the scenes, all these people are like good kids. They're probably not. Maddox, I think, has some
Because
he could be.
think about Danielle Bergoli. She might be more of an act now, but she started on Dr. Phil.
Yes,
and she was still like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think she's probably playing it up a bit more now that she's famous, but I don't think that it was an act to begin with.
But I mean, like, there's this girl, Lil Tay. She is a 9-year-old.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up some pictures from her Instagram.
Is that the same person who was in that video with Vicky and Danielle Bergoli?
Yes.
Okay, she's like the little 9-year-old Asian girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is 9.
Is she really 9?
She's 9.
Like, legitimately, she is 9 years old.
9 years old.
And what does she do?
I don't know.
She's just a personality?
And
She labels herself as public figure.
I mean, it says her account is managed by Miranda Cosgrove, and I don't know I don't think that's true.
That's got to be a meme.
But I hope it's true. Here's her with Chief Keef.
Why?
I don't know.
Why has she amassed such clout? What does she do?
She only has
Is she funny?
14 posts.
Is she funny? Where did she get all this money? Is she funny? Does she do comedy? Does she do music? What does she do?
Chief Keef, what are you doing hanging around with 9-year-olds?
Yeah, for real. Like, dude, that's not okay. I don't care if she's got clout. Look, is she smoking a blunt in that picture?
It's a
Or in that
carrot.
video? Oh, haha. I guess that's funny.
Let me just read this bio. PSA, youngest flexer. I'm only 9 and I'm a multi-millionaire on the money way. Y'all already know, Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, so stop hating and get your money up.
I'm gonna Google
What
Lil
is
Tay,
this?
Lil Tay net worth. I guess she is a rapper. This is from DressShare.com. Lil Tay rapper, age, bio, net worth. No, that's
Girlfriend.
a different. This is different.
This is
Lil
Lil
Tay?
Tay. This is just a different Lil Tay. That's a black guy. That is not a little girl.
Okay. Lil Tay exposed. She's 9-year-old. Lil Tay. Okay. Let's see what this is. This is the same Lil Tay. I just want. I want the little girl Lil Tay.
Oh my god!
But I don't want
want
to. I don't want to put that in my search history. So I guess we're gonna go without seeing her net worth. But I don't think she's a multimillionaire. She might be, because these clout lords that do stupid videos on the internet get so much money, it's insane. And she's posing with real money. So, maybe, possibly.
Look, just the first one is 100. The rest are ones.
Oh wow! Look at that. Well, no, because that one. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the table. But that one in the back is also 100.
But that's still all ones, though.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of ones. So that's maybe $400 right there. Yeah, but you got some hundreds mixed in with the.
Okay.
But still, why are they all ones? Is she a stripper?
You know, it does say Lil Tay piped up. I don't think she knows what that means.
Neither do I. But oh my god! And look at her with the Gucci handbag.
So I have a lot of questions.
Me too. I should probably. I'm gonna try to throw some of these pictures up.
I thought this was my dog for a second.
That does kind of look like your dog.
But
Pro.
Back to like I
think
I sound old, but like really, what type of example are we setting?
I don't know, man, because you can definitely see a lot of the good people in our, I guess, quote unquote, our generation, or the generation that's below
Our
us.
demographic.
Because
Yeah.
Jesus, we're about to come up. We're Generation Z.
I don't even.
Yeah, we're
generations. Literally generations change.
No, sort of. People have different definitions of them, but they're all the same general thing.
Sort of.
We're technically Generation Z. We don't end up with millennials or.
Yeah, because people are always like, "Oh, you're millennials," and I'm like, "We're not millennials."
Yeah, we're Generation Z, but generations are generally about like every 20 years, and we're about to turn 20 pretty soon. So we're about to come up on the generation before us, and really like, what example are we setting for that generation? It's not good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could definitely see the good people in our generation, but look at Lil Pump. He's younger than us.
He is younger than us.
And he's, he seems like he's older, but I mean, he's definitely not a good example.
He definitely is an act, though. He's definitely an act.
Maybe.
I am like 95% sure.
Well, what about when he hit that dude? Or that car accident we talked about
I don't know if that ever turned
couple weeks ago.
I don't know if that ever's like been confirmed, so I'm not gonna say anything.
But do you know for a fact that he is an act? Has he come out and said that he is an act? Has somebody come out and said like, "Oh no, I know him for real. He's not like that."
There have been videos where he's not acting like he does.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely rappers you can see that are an act, like Young Gravy. He's definitely an act, but I mean, he doesn't promote anything. He promotes pipe and MILFs, and I think that's hilarious.
That is funny.
But I mean, like, there are some people that you can see in our generation that are definitely good. And I hope that those are the examples that outshine the others.
Like who, though? Honestly.
I mean, not necessarily, like, from music-wise, but there's
no, just, like, in general. Like, who from our age range is, like a good, like, setting a good example.
As much as I hate
Supreme Patti.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, that was what I was about to say.
Patti?
Because I mean, I've never been the biggest Patti fan.
He's really come around though.
But he really has. He's stopped being such a doucher, and he's like the videos of him like giving homeless people money or like giving them food or whatever. It's like
which kind of defeats the purpose.
It does because he's showing it off, but it's still. I think showing it off and showing like the younger generation, hey kids, just because you've got a lot of money doesn't mean you got to keep it to yourself.
Yeah, because like Boont Gang, Fat Boy SSE, I like Supreme Patti does not involve other people in him being like self-destructive. He just puts it on himself.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like lemons in my eyes, huh?
Yeah.
But he never goes around harassing other people.
He doesn't. I mean, he's sort of used to, but I think
he definitely used to, but it seems like
I think most of those like old quote unquote pranks that he did were like staged, I guess you could say.
Maybe he's like looked at his platform and been like, wow, people are actually
following that example.
Like,
yeah, and you can't have kids following that example.
Yeah,
it's like when the milk challenge came around and there was chaos because kids were going into the damn supermarket and being like, it's gonna be so funny, dude, hold my iPod and film me while I drop this milk.
Like being like 12 and like being like, wow, these kids are stupid.
Yeah, same.
Because like
I always thought these like quote unquote challenges were stupid because a lot of them do set a bad example. Like the cinnamon challenge, people died.
People didn't die. I think people were hospitalized.
People were definitely
anyone actually died.
People were definitely hurt. And it's the same with like the Tide Pods. It's the same with all these stupid challenges.
But the Tide Pod thing, I don't know if did you ever watch the Game Theory video about the Tide Pods?
No.
It was a whole video about
I think you talked to me about it though.
It was a whole video about how the Tide Pod challenge was not really a thing
until the media,
until the news started covering it. Because when people were all kept talking about like all the adults in my life were like, yeah, people eating Tide Pods. I was like, they are?
Yeah.
And then a lot of adults were like, yeah, they're doing it to get high. I'm like, no, they're not. No,
they're doing it to die. I mean,
well, because the original Tide Pod jokes were funny. Like,
they were. Because I mean, it started out as a meme, and I knew about the meme, but then I didn't know that people were actually doing it as a thing.
And they weren't until people started saying that they were.
And then like
basically.
and like in kind of in that same vein, the Tide Pod challenge, it kind of uncovered all of these quote unquote challenges that come around because all these adults like on the news they were like, oh, the kids are shoving condoms up their nose and pulling it out their mouth, and I'm just like,
that's been a thing for years.
That was a thing like 10 years ago, Mom. Like
not 10, probably like 3 years ago.
It was a while back.
It was definitely like a long time ago.
And like they're like, oh yeah, the condom challenge. I was like, that was a thing years ago, and you guys are just not like. We were fine back then. The condom that is definitely less dangerous than the Tide Pod challenge or the cinnamon challenge.
It looks painful. I wouldn't subject myself to it just because it looks painful.
I mean, it probably is. It probably feels uncomfortable, but
Yeah,
it's not necessarily dangerous in any
People
way.
can I think the worst that can happen is you vom.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
really all that can happen. I think.
I mean, you might choke, maybe,
Nah,
but I doubt it.
Yeah, and I mean it's like
But it was just weird to me that like that's something that I have known about for years now. That happened years ago, and it got no coverage. And then all of a sudden, the Tide Pod things happen, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, did you all hear about the cinnamon challenge?" I'm sorry, I bumped the table, and I'm just like, the cinnamon challenge happened actually 7 years ago.
it's almost like the internet is its own world. Like we can take care of ourselves on the internet.
Yeah.
But like once like the new like TV and older people get involved, they're like, "Here's what's happening on the internet."
Yeah, I'm just
I don't know why I turned into Alex Jones, but it's like
They're putting chemicals in the water. They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
they're putting chemicals in the Tide Pods that make you want to eat them. They look like gushers.
Now, I don't know if you ever watched the Alex Jones show, but I love gushers. I want to eat all the Tide Pods because they look like gushers.
Really, like it's like people can take care of themselves on the internet. Like the internet's its own like world almost.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then like, which is why like TV to YouTube or YouTube to like TV and vice versa never worked.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause it's such-
That's why the
it's-
Annoying Orange and the Fred TV show failed.
Oh God. It's like because they're just so different.
They are very different. They're
'Cause,
different
like,
animals.
I haven't watched TV in a long time.
Yeah, really. I have a cable box in my room, and I told my parents, I was like, look, I never use it. You can take it out, save yourself some money because I never use it.
Like all I watch,
YouTube and maybe Netflix.
I watch like HBO and stuff like that because we watched the HBO for the Andre the Giant documentary
Yeah.
and just stuff like that. But like TV shows and stuff like.
If I watch a TV show, it's gonna be like years after it's already over, and it's gonna be on Netflix, and I'm gonna binge it.
Yeah.
That's what it is nowadays.
I go to the internet for like my news and everything.
People are like changing the way that they entertain themselves.
Yeah, it's so like on our own now. Like we don't have to be like, oh, I gotta see at 8 p.m. because I gotta watch the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Like my mom, right? She was every night she's like, oh man, I really want to go to bed, but I gotta stay up to watch the news so I can see what the weather's gonna be like. And I'm like, Mom, there's apps for that.
Yeah.
There's a preloaded app on every single Apple iPhone that you have. You can look at that instead. It's the same thing, Mom. Like, and she's just like, yeah, but and I'm just like, no, there's no but.
There's no but. Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah, it's I mean, I go to my my main source of entertainment is the radio. I listen to the radio.
I like AM radio.
Yeah, I got to get my my traffic information from that 1 AM radio station.
I gotta wash down my Tide Pod gushers with this Capri Sun roaring waters.
But that joke was like completely over, and then you brought it back.
Yeah, because I thought about, like, right as we were talking about, like, the Alex Jones thing, I was like, oh, it'd be really funny if I brought Capri Sun roaring waters into this. And then we changed the subject, and I was like, damn it.
Mom, I need my Capri Suns. He's an act too.
Give me Sunny D.
I refuse to believe that he's not an act.
You see, they feed Sunny D to kids so they can feel the power of the sun. But the power of the sun is really a metaphor for nuclear power plants. They're trying to train our kids to go to nuclear power plants because of Sunny D. Unleash the power of the sun.
It's actually just a commercial for Sunny D. Do you think he's an act?
I don't know.
He's gotta be.
He
There's
might be.
no way.
Be funny.
There's no way that dude seriously thinks President Obama put chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
He might be an actor.
There's no way. There's no way that dude's serious.
I mean, we'll never know.
But
Because
it's even-
if he's an actor, he's gonna keep it up until he dies.
Because either way, it's like, or he actually thinks that Sandy Hook didn't actually happen.
I mean, there are crazy conspiracy theorists out there that believe any conspiracy theory that they read.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it even more concerning.
And
'cause,
maybe
like,
he's really passionate about it.
yeah, that's like
So, I
that's
mean-
what makes it even more concerning. Like whether he's ironic or not, he still has a pretty good amount of followers.
That's true. He really does. Like, there was that video of where Eric Andre went into one of his rallies. And
I remember that.
Like, all of those people were supporters of him, and I'm just like, there's that many people that follow Alex Jones and believe everything that he says. It's almost like a cult.
But there's not a lot of people who follow us and our. What do we do?
Mid joke.
I don't think that even caught on the mic.
I don't know, but I should put subtitles whenever we're talking like that.
But like not real subtitles, like just like actually the letters were sounding out.
Or like in Russian.
Up here.
Anyways, I think it's a good place to end the
Yeah.
episode.
Lil Tay. Lil Tay, come on the show for an interview.
Yeah, sure. Give us all of your $1 bills.
Oh, called out.
Yeah, so go ahead. Just subscribe, like, comment
Can we have a drama segment where we just talk about drama all the time? Because that would be fun.
if you want to.
Could we do Drama Alert Nation with your host, Killer Keemstar? Let's get right into the news.
Comment if you want that.